Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, now, Gemini, what I would like to do with this reading is I'm going to cover a variety of areas here, not to just limit it to just your romantic situation here. And basically, I'm just going to let you know what I'm seeing um, present here in your reading. Okay, this reading is valid until the end of next month. And rest assured, Geminis, that this reading will not resonate for each and every one of you guys out there. Okay, so just go on and just accept whatever that resonates and let the rest go. All right, so let's go on and get started here with seeing what symbols appeared here. I'd just like to first start off by just giving you some information so that you can understand this reading and my intent here. Okay, basically, this reading is almost like a puzzle that you would just have to assemble and connect the pictures. And depending on the orientation of how the picture falls, which there are four different ways that the pictures can fall here, determines their interpretation. Okay, now you guys got quite a few pictures here, so it seems that certainly radical changes are about to come about. Okay, so let's go on and start discussing or viewing these pictures and just see what it is that we have in terms of messages that's coming towards us. Okay, we have the heart here, all right, and that uh, picture falls in position two. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that there are four different interpretations to each of these cards. The first being usually the best, and then as you move on down to the fourth interpretation, it weakens, okay? So with this heart there, that falls in position two. So that certainly shows, Gemini, that love is certainly is going to kind of come to you, I'm kind of getting. And it's going to come on, it's going to come in strongly, I'm feeling. And kind of tug most of your hearts, okay? Because you're going to kind of have a feeling of, perhaps for those of you who meet a new person, many of you will, you're going to feel this person might even in fact be Mr. or Mrs. Right here, a person of your dreams. Alternatively, I feel that, some of you might even reconcile with an ex or might even consider doing so, you know, be it to you really get back together again or to really say your final farewells here, all right? I also feel that for those of you who are presently involved in a romantic situation, I see that there's a strong possibility that that situation might strengthen during this time period in question, okay? Because I'm seeing mutual feelings and support. So this energy is suggesting that you, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy it while it lasts, okay? So look at your next symbol here. We have the ring, all right? So with this ring, it falls, unfortunately, in the fourth position here. So when you see the ring here, it usually speaks to or talks about a situation between more than one uh, person here. So usually two people, all right? So I feel that since this ring, because the ring usually, again, it usually is about commitment, but because it falls in the fourth position, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of feel that many of you're gonna finally end a situation with someone that has been, um, you know, troublesome. A situation that has served you no worth. I'm kind of getting, and I feel that you may decide to part ways with someone forever. And I feel that this is looks like it's more so connected with an ex that I'm getting. Who wants to kind of return and reconcile, but this person seems to have worn a mask the entire time. They acted as if they were a serpent, just as in the title as I um, have included for this video, just like in Romeo and Juliet, when Juliet, said, "Oh, serpent," here to him, you know? And one of the things that I'm also feeling too, that many of you, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna feel things are finished, and I'm kind of feeling you won't really be willing to really extend yourself any further here because you feel that it's pointless, and a waste of time. And I feel that some of you might even hate this ex for the damage he or she may have caused you, you know, particularly when it seems that many of you really bent over backwards for this person. And often I'm kind of getting here that you neglected your own needs, okay? And some of you might even make the decision to even divorce someone here too as well. But of course, it appears it's your decision here. You can decide which way that you would like to go, what's in your best interest here. Because I feel that one or perhaps both of you seem to have ulterior motives for perhaps wanting to reconnect in some way, be it just for sex or perhaps financial stability for some of you guys. Okay? But the love seems to have faded, I'm kind of getting. Okay? And I feel that many of you have dealt with this situations I'm getting between 5 to perhaps 15 years. It's like an on again, off again type situation here. But keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, however, that if the two of you really mutually want this to work, it can, but it certainly is going to require a lot of hard work here because this person with whom you've dealt with in the past kind of is very secretive, and he or she tends to hide, feelings, true feelings. So the key here that I'm kind of getting from just looking at those cards or that symbol, ladies and gentlemen, certainly is that if that if you are inclined to work things out with this person, it's time that you forgive. You need to surrender the past and work towards finding mutual solutions and ensure that they are amicable ones, okay? Because I feel that someone has certainly discovered really that the grass certainly was not greener on the other side here that I'm getting. All right. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you have the heron here. All right. So, with having the heron and with its fallen in position 4 here, I'm seeing an addition to your family here. Because this card is all about change as well as new beginnings. So, some of you may have a baby or discover that you've conceived during this time period in question, or in fact, it could just as equally be someone that's coming into to kind of stay at your home. Okay, it's either or I'm getting. And then you have the mice, and of course with mice, it's always about some type of a loss, some type of agitation here. So with this is a very big warning for you guys because it shows that a death may occur, and this falls in position 3. So this shows that during this time in question, you need to be very alert, very vigilant, protect your property, and don't leave things around and try to keep doors locked carefully. This is not to scare you, but it's best to be safe than sorry, And try not to be careless with any of your belongings that I'm getting as well, okay? Because it's quite possible that a robbery is possible. I mean, it's highly likely I'm getting, and I feel it's connected also, it looks like with his ex here, because you have this snake here also that ends here in your final card, that someone is not really being true, okay? And some of you, or I feel that you could get robbed too by just having these fast flings or just being around strangers and just going to places, that you're not really knowledgeable about, you know? It's all about staying focused, people, okay? Because if not, something terrible is going to happen here, okay? So watch out for any new people that you're meeting. It seems that, again, that it looks like a new person may appear for some of you guys. Okay? People never really reveal the true them when they first meet you. Don't rush into any situations. Guard your finances. And just be careful, very careful. All right? So let's look at the next symbols that we have here in your reading. Okay? Because you do have some positive symbols here as well, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You have the angel, which is a very good positive symbol here. Okay? And an angel is all about spiritual protection. All right? All about, despite whatever people are trying to do to you, because it certainly seems that there's an element of black magic being done. Okay? But it seems that it pretty much backfired here because spirit has your back, right? But I'm also feeling too that this card is also connected with a deceased relative or a friend or a spirit that's helping you from the spiritual realm or assisting you on your journey here. It also shows that both abundance and prosperity seems to be kind of, they're going to come about for you. I'm getting very good fortune, you know? And I feel that you're going to feel joy because it looks like that something that you wanted for so long is going to finally come true here. It could be a home or a new apartment for some of you, possibly a promotion, okay? I also see you happy within a family setting as well, okay? So usually when I get that card, ladies and gentlemen, what I usually try to do is to take a few deep breaths to try to help you identify or just to give you another message that I feel that either your deceased relative is trying to send your way or just someone from the spiritual realm, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a connection here and I'm going to ask spirit or your deceased loved one or whatever the energy that wants to come through, because again, it seems that some of you may have lost a relative as well or lost someone, you know, who was very close to you, and you've been kind of thinking about them and wondering, is there someone that's really up there listening to me and seeing what's going on with me? Okay, so I'm going to go on and channel a few messages from you, and then after doing that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pull 20 letters to help you identify who this spirit might be. Okay, all right. The spirit that's coming through is telling me that you two are, in fact, soulmates, okay? And you have been. And they're also saying that they are learning so much over being in the spiritual realm that they couldn't possibly have learned while they were on Earth, okay? And they're also saying to you that, you know, they they just feel a little saddened in some ways because they said that they wish that they had told you a bit more often how much they really loved you and cared for you. You know, it seems like you were involved more in the situation, or particularly around this person. Like I said, it could have been a loved one or a friend, and it was just already implied, you know. But this spirit is wishing they would have kind of said it to you a bit more often, okay? They're also saying too, Gemini, that they send you a lot of signs through nature. Okay. Me, from my own personal experience, it actually just happened to me this morning where two blackbirds came to my window and they wouldn't leave. All right. And when you have two blackbirds, that's a sign of good fortune. Also, is a sign of hidden secrets and mysticism that's about to be unleashed, great power. So it helped me connect. So try to connect more to spirit, I'm getting. Okay? They're also saying too that some of you are thinking that it's your fault. Perhaps maybe you couldn't be there when they passed, or maybe you were there and you just couldn't help them um, with their, to survive. And they're saying that it's not your fault, and there's no reason why you should be feeling this way. Okay? They're also saying too that they always, ladies and gentlemen, give you a good night kiss. Okay? So if you're feeling some type of energy surrounding your mouth area, it's them. Okay? And it seems that for many of you, I'm getting that this person, to you, their death seemed to have been very treacherous, just very fatal, you know. And they're kind of reaching out saying that their death was not pain. It wasn't painless. I mean, it was painless that I'm getting, okay? And they're asking you not to worry or really hold on to guilt about, how they're passing. And they want you also to know or try to go through life not being afraid. Don't be afraid that I'm hearing, okay? And they certainly want you to know that they can hear you and they are just a thought away. They are certainly not dead and they come into your dreams very, very often, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And they're saying too, and then I'm going to go on and select the letters, is that although you might not understand why things are happening in your life right now, everything happens for a reason, all right? So let me go right along right here and pull 20 letters, as I said I would for you guys, to help you identify spirit or deceased relative or just ancestor or spirit that's helping you, okay? Just to give you an additional bonus to your reading, all right? We have a W, an O, an E, G, R, Y, J, A, N, P, U, L, A, O, K. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that this could also be a nickname as well. Let's see how many letters we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 5 more letters, and then I'll call them all back to you. We have an H, an X, another H, an E, as well as an A. All right, I'm going to call them back to you. We have 3 A's. There are 2 H's, 2 E's, 1 W, 1 K, 1 J, 2 O's, an R, X, L, P, N, U, Y, as well as G. All right. Now, since we're already on this particular subject in terms of pulling out letters here, I want to also pull out the letters of the people coming towards you in your energy field and those around whom you might want to consider being a bit more vigilant, because we do have this robbery or this danger that seems to be lurking as well. Okay, so let me pull out a few letters for those for you guys. 20 letters, just as I did with the first one, and let's see what comes out. We have an A, okay, an N, a T D W B E Z Y E N H I O I 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 5 more letters. And remember, this name or initial might also be the person that's trying to rob you as well. Okay? E J I, another E, and we have a T. All right, I'm going to call these back to you guys to make sure that you have them. We have 2 D's. I'm sorry, 2 T's, 4 E's, 3 I's, H, J, B, N, W, D, A, N, Y, O, and then we have a Z. Okay? Now I'm going to pull out another deck of mine that I have here to kind of give you some things to think about in terms of establishing inner peace here, because I see that a lot of you have been going through a very tough period, particularly when it comes to your romantic situation here. So let's see what messages spirits may have for you in regards to basically that area, as well as whatever messages they would want to share to us. Okay, so Spirit, what message do you have for us? Okay, and then we're going to go on and get back to your reading here, because you do have mother symbols. Okay. So understand, ladies and gentlemen, that anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but really free you from a situation that no longer feels good. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is your discomfort trying to free you from? Okay, and it seems that it's something romantic here that I'm getting from many of you. Okay? It's time that you eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things that you're not. Ask yourself, how can you, ladies and gentlemen, reclaim your power? Okay? Also understand that things are certainly not what they appear to be. And you are only trapped by your illusions. So what freedom do you seek, ladies and gentlemen, today? Also, equally important, try not to run away from the darkness. Embrace your shadow side. Ask yourself, what aspect of yourself have you been afraid to look at or address? Keep in mind, Gemini, you can go back and refer to that shadow reading that I did for air signs, I believe in December. Okay? Another thing is that the universe certainly rewards motion, all right? What guided action can you take today? All right? So let's go back on and just get back to your reading here, to just go on and just complete that. Okay? Because now we have your last card here to look at. So we're going to focus on the sit here that you have, which starts that off here. And that's all about evil and black magic being performed on you or pursuing you in some way. So it also suggests that people are just simply jealous of you. Fuck them. And try not to antagonize these foolish people that I'm kind of getting here with this card. And then you have the branches. That's all about reconciliation. Again, I said that it's kind of a very strong chance that you can reconcile with someone from whom you've been estranged here, or even reconcile with a friend as well. And this shows you, many of you, you're going to make up after a fight or a quarrel, or in fact, this misunderstanding, ladies and gentlemen. And then you have the mountains, okay? And with that card is all about the danger that I just kind of described that might be coming towards you with someone either stealing from you or robbing you in some way or just manipulating you, okay? So it certainly shows that an enemy is certainly trying to hurt you and be very much alert here, okay? Because again, this symbol is unarresting there. And watch who you, those that, really who come around you, okay? Those around whom you socialize, okay? Including co-workers or even a burglar, okay? See if those letters can help identify who this person might be, or it could be even, as I said, a complete stranger, okay? And for some of you, someone might even be seeking ways to maybe let you go in some way, all right? And then again, you have the snake there, okay? So it shows that a malicious person seems to want to attack you in some way, I'm getting here. And it could either be that, or it could be that someone is going to verbally say something to you that's not going to sit well with you. And it feels that it's more because they're not having a good day here. So just, keep those things in mind here. All right? So now just going to look at a few more things, ladies and gentlemen, that you may want to surrender or let go. All right? I've already pointed out a few of those things, okay, as you move forward during this time period in question. So, Spirit, what are some additional things that Gemini might consider surrendering or letting go during this time frame in question? Surrender to miracles, Gemini. Okay, looks like there will be occurring during this time frame in question. So this card is urging you to be open to miracles occurring in your life and feel and know that these events are real. So try to let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can certainly, in fact, indeed happen. All right? Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, to the magic of who you really are. Understand that we all have magic in us. And even in the mundane aspects of life, Gemini, remember that you are, in fact, a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that certainly come from just being plain old you. Okay? Surrender to passion, Gemini, as I told you that, some of you will be meeting a new lover, or you will be strengthening an existing situation, or perhaps something with an ex. So you're going to have to start to, get out of your head, and you're going to have to feel the fire in your belly as well as make a decision, okay? Try to focus on the people or activities that really ignite your passion, and why not let it flow? All right? So, in conclusion, today, ladies and gentlemen, I like to just read you an evocative postcard that Spirit would like me to share for you in closing today. Okay? Here's a postcard, and I'm going to read it as it says here. Dearest you, you have a secret to share with you. I'm sorry, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has a life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were true. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cadaverous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you are the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Okay? So, Gemini, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading is all for food for thought. Be sure to like and share. And if you'd like to have a more personal reading, you can contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.com. And Gemini, I like to introduce or reintroduce two other readers that I feel are very good on here. They're Rising Tarotists. We have T Girl Magic as well as Tessera Tarot. And that information will be provided in the description box. Be sure to go on and just take a look at them and see what they have to offer. Okay? So I look forward to hearing your comments and enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.